Hey, so I want to show you guys the journals that I've used so far this year, and I started the year with, okay, this is going to be a fail. With a fail. Pretty much started off the year with that. The ceiling literally came down on New Year's Eve. I had a pipe issue. Okay, so I started off the year with, this isn't gonna, I've tried to re-record this so many times, I'm just gonna go with it. Alright. This one I started in November, and then I kind of put it to the side in January, and I finally came back to it this week and finished this thing off. And this one's really pretty. It feels really nice. I put a Rhodia web notebook in it. It's an orange one. But this 6x8 just isn't my favorite, even though it's really nice. But yeah, that one is done. I started out the year with a new start on this cracks me up. The eyes on it. With this one, I did this one in January. It's a pretty rose gold. And then February was this one. I celebrated my birthday at this kind of arcade type place and won a unicorn. So I put that on here. I put a charm that I've had for a decade on there, and then a semicolon and my lucky number. I painted the edge of this galaxy, but you can't really tell anymore. But I added a bunch of washi tape to this thing. And actually, this one's a soft, I've used at least, okay, only two soft covers this year. I'm usually not into soft covers, but I really like this one. This is a Piccadilly Primo notebook, and I don't think they actually make these anymore. I've been wanting to try one for years, and I finally sprang for one. I really enjoyed it. And this one is the other soft cover I used. This thing is kind of chunky, and it has deckled page edges, which I don't like at all. This stuff got all over everything. It's just kind of, I'm not sure how to really make this. Okay, now you can kind of see my pale, wrinkly hands. I wash my hands too often, so my hands are really wrinkly. But yeah, deckled page edges I don't like, but the leather smells amazing. It feels really nice. And this one was mostly in March, and I added in like this bag from Toys R Us and some kind of nostalgic stuff to the end covers. So there's that one, and then after this one, I use this Toys R Us one. It's from Claire's inside of Toys R Us. So if you don't have a Toys R Us anymore, they sell these at Claire's, and I added this elastic to it. It comes with a lock, but I pulled that off. And this one was kind of fun. It's just got so much going on. There's holographic glitter, like these little balls that move around. So yeah, this one was fun. And then my current one is this Fox one, and I've never filled a spiral notebook before. In my over 11 years of journaling, I've just never filled one. So I thought I'd try this. The Fox won me over, even though I'm not usually into spirals at all. And I still don't really like spirals, but I am enjoying this notebook. It's a super hard hardcover, like I can't really bend it if I try. The metal is already bent, came that way. But let's see. I usually add in some random crap to the end covers. Like, I got this Reptar bar, and I used to love Rugrats as a kid, so it's kind of nostalgic. Mary Englebright sticker. I usually add in local stuff or events, places I go to in the first few pages. And, okay, I guess I could prop it up on that. That actually works. The About Me page I fill in when I'm done with the journal. I write name, address, occupation, favorite movies, books, TV shows, and all that kind of stuff. Then a page of recent music playlists and movies that I've been into and TV shows I've been watching while I'm using the current journal. And then a page of quotes. You get what and who you prioritize. Just kind of like what I'm trying to live by. That, and if you want to change the world, go and love your family. If I ever have a kid and a spouse, that's going to be like plastered all over our fridge and quote walls. Then these, and this is a page of handprints. I just have always done this ever since I started journaling in 2006. I just trace my hands. I think I don't know, I kind of wonder if it's some kind of innate human characteristic, because people used to trace their hands or do paint prints in caves like many centuries ago. But yeah, I just like doing that. I like to kind of draw which rings and stuff, jewelry I'm wearing at the time, what my watch is. It's just kind of fun to see how this stuff changes over time. Then this next page I haven't filled in yet, but this is where I put in leaves from my yard, or wallpaper from where I was living at the time, or just any kind of local like stuff from my house. And then I did a few fun pages quizzes. I did this Yankee versus Dixie quiz. And I have one of these from a decade ago, so I'm kind of curious to find my old journal that's got this in it and see how much more of a suburbanite that I am now. And then the next page is the personality test. I've got an INTJ and INTP both before, but I just wrote out the questions for that. And then this or that and have you ever page. This is why I don't like spirals, because the pages get stuck, and then when you're trying to close it, you sometimes have to kind of move around the spiral. So spirals are definitely still not for me, but I like this design enough to deal with the spiral. I just put stuff, these are kind of fun. If you're on a writing slump or you're trying to get into a journal and kind of get to know it, like, I mean, figuratively speaking, getting to know it, just getting enough into the journal, you feel like you can write anything. I like doing this kind of thing to be able to do that. It adds some space at the front of a journal so you can write more personal stuff and it not be in the front page, which feels more vulnerable, I guess is why I do that. And it's just fun to spend time with that journal and just get in the habit of journaling. So this is a good way to get out of a writing slump. I just put stuff like morning or night, winter or summer. I just usually Google like Q&A, Tumblr questions and Google images and then find stuff from there. Club or library. This was actually, we did this in my live stream the other day. And a lot of us liked the library. But a few of you people like going to clubs. So that was kind of entertaining. And then this have you ever, and then I included a would you ever too, because some stuff I haven't done yet. Like I haven't gone bungee jumping, but I would totally try that. Then I did some daily writing pages, and then I did a political quiz, and then a religion quiz, and I'm just doing a lot of stuff like that now because I want to document all that, since some of that stuff can kind of change over time. This page I sign my name, and then it's not for other people's autographs. I sign my name a few times while I'm using that journal, and then when I go back and read it a year or so later, I'll sign my name again. Then I've got a page of washi tape samples, I think. Yes, okay. So yeah, there's washi tape I've used so far in this journal. And I think that's actually, I don't think there's anything back here yet, but I usually add in either stickers from my school or like sorority or local city. I'll cut out menus or events, brochures from stuff, local stuff, and I try to put that kind of thing in a few pages. And I know I didn't show much in here, but I just wanted to make a video and I don't really have the energy to flip through and try to show a bunch of pages yet. But I finished up a program at school and I applied another one, and I'm trying to find a job that's decent. So I've got a lot of like super personal stuff in these, and that's making them fill out a lot quickly. Some of these journals are pretty much like a month each or so. Usually it takes probably like a month and a half or 2 months for a journal, so they're a lot quicker than usual. But I have a lot going on right now, which is why I'm not flipping through them yet. But once I kind of get a job, figure out my school stuff and my life settles down, I'll try to show more inside them. But I just want to show you the covers, so like seeing the different variety of stuff people use. This one's my favorite this year so far. I really love this one. This is a Barnes & Noble one. They don't make it anymore, but even with the deckled page stuff that got over everything, it's still, the leather felt amazing. The paper's nice. It's beige. I added a bunch of washi tape to it, which is why it's so thick. That's what she said. But yeah, this one's my favorite. My second favorite, I really enjoyed this one, which is kind of weird that I like two soft covers. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. I hope this was mildly entertaining, even though I didn't show really much of anything, but that's okay. I showed the covers, and I like seeing the designs that other people choose for their journals, different styles. And yeah, this one is kind of a nice spring one to be working on right now, so I'm gonna go write in it. Have a good night. All right, bye.